Okay, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the last section about the 5 W's in creating an event. In fact, we're going to talk more about that, so don't worry. Okay, now in this section, we're going to spend time and talk about logistics. Okay, we're going to talk about how things should be done, how things must be done. Now, logistics. So it's one of the keys, okay, to hosting a successful event is having a good logistic arrangement. So this logistic we're talking about is the arrangement of things at your event. Now, logistic has to do with the planning, organizing and coordinating the movement of goods, of equipment, of services and people to their point of need. The significance of logistics to events cannot be overemphasized because a partially planned logistic may result in supplies not arriving at the right time. So now, logistic planning proposes that the most ideal venue is chosen by the planner to ensure customers, visitors, goods and services have adequate access to and from the event. Adequate provisions is also made to evacuate participants during emergencies. So yes, these are some of the logistics we are talking about. You have to put these things in mind that when it comes to anything for the program, it is planned for. Provisions has been made. So to ensure logistic activities are successful, planners need to consider items which require long lead time and substantial work and arrange for these at the earliest opportunity so that they can be provided ahead of time. So I remember in our previous section we were talking about making time, okay, making time for everything, setting time limit for everything. So know the things you want to do, know the things that must be done, and set time for that within this time before the program. These things should be here. Okay, and these are part of the logistic we are talking about. Okay, so you have to make time for everything. So now talking about logistics, first of all, we're going to talk about the supplies, the transport and the distribution. Now, planning and coordinating of movement of goods, equipment and people from the foundation of logical operations. Logistics therefore involves managing transportations of people and items and from the venue of the venue. Now, the opening, running and closing of the event also falls under logistics. Other aspects of logistics include moving supplies, performance and equipment, as well as ticket distribution and answering queries relating to the event by the marketing department of the event management firm. So yes, if you're working with a group of people, a firm, that is what you have to do. Everything must be done with, in that theme. But if it is you alone, then you have to know that you have a big way to go. You have a big day ahead of you. You have a long way to go. So sometimes it is good to work as a team, especially when you get corporate works and you are doing. Corporate events, you are organizing corporate events. It's good to work in a team. So after this course, you can group yourself and form a good team because as at Face Consult, that's what we do. Everybody has a part to play so that nobody is burdened with too much. Another thing we're talking about is the technical facilities. See, nowadays, due to sophisticated nature of technical service required at event venues, event planners and coordinators tend to outsource this requirement to productions or multimedia firms. The move sometimes presents uncertainty to the event manager who is usually not familiar with the quality of service of the hired firm in the face of rapidly changing technology. So when it comes to some of the things we will need at the event with regards to technology, if you don't have much idea, you can also extend your hand to hire someone for the program. So with the advent of a diversity of multimedia and communication technologies. It is now common for people to receive live feed from another country far away at an event in, for example, London, via video conferencing, via Facebook Live, via Skype and WhatsApp video calls. Okay, it is recommended that venues having such advanced technology ask parties who will be making presentations to undertake tests with the system at least a week before the commencement of the event. So now, if you're going to have an online event like what you're doing right now, I have to first of all test the system. And we are using Google Classroom. I have to go there, test Google Classroom, how it is going to be like. And before you people came on board, I have to send you links to watch how to use the platform so that it's not going to be a burden, a problem for you people. So that's the technical facilities we are talking about. You have to know the new involvement, okay, the new way, what is happening in the system right now. Because now Facebook Live is common in my church. I coordinate the Facebook Live, and it's nice. Okay, so people who are not in church, our family who are in schools and far away, who can come to church, can join the church online through Facebook. Okay, and that is something very enjoying. So you can try that organizing your event. Okay, you can try that. The next I'm going to talk about is the lightning. I think this is nothing new. The lighting system of the event. So adequate lighting should be provided at the venue to give light in the main functions hall and to eliminate the speakers or and to emphasize on the speakers or performance. Okay, is due to the kind of event you organizing. Okay, like those we see at the theaters, the domes and the other places. Okay, where the lighting system are so guy over there that if somebody is talking, the light is shown on the person. If there is performance going on, the light is shown on people performing. So there should be proper lighting over there. Now if it is done in the opening, make sure that where the performance are going to take place, there's no shadow or shade covering it. Okay, you have to provide way or make way for the sun to come through. If it is in the evening, as we are saying, provide proper lighting. Please give proper lighting. And the next we're going to talk about is the sound and communication. You see, in the olden days, in the past times, okay, where we had problems with, speakers, microphones, and those types, where you have to go for megaphones for programs. No, it is no more there. We have grown past that. Okay, we are past that thing. So now, if you are going for a program, make sure that you have gone for a proper sound system, a proper communication way of letting people understand what you're doing. Okay, you can't say you're having, let's say for churches, you're having a conference or a conversion in an open place. Okay, over 1,000 people are going to attend, and you are using a megaphone or a Bluetooth speaker. You can imagine how disgraceful it's gonna be. But you should go for a proper sound system that we can really rely on. Okay, in fact, you have to get a system such that if there is a drop of pin, okay, everybody is going to hear that something drop. That's what you're talking about. So to have a successful event, don't forget about these logistics. Don't forget about them. Make sure that they are placed at their rightful position. Otherwise, things are going to mess up, especially when it comes to the supplies, transportation, and distribution. And in fact, they are very important. They are very important. So put into consideration when planning an event, when creating an event, when coordinating or organizing an event. We are going to end this section here. I hope you enjoyed this section. If in case you didn't get anything right, please go back to the section, the video, watch it again. And if still questions to be asked, don't hesitate. We're going to be available to help you with your questions. Okay, thank you and enjoy.